have to apply ourselves. I want you to be filled with the knowledge of His will. But that's not a miraculous activity. Friends, for us, that means you and I have to burn the midnight oil with the book open in our lives. I want you to be filled with the knowledge of His will. You've got to be equipped for faithfulness, because you're just not going to know how to be faithful if God's Word isn't settled in your heart. So we praise Him that you be equipped for faithfulness. But not just equipped. You need to be engaged in faithfulness. So he uses this common expression, that you may walk. I love that word. I love that word because it's not run. And I hate running. I'm not good at it. It hurts. It makes me tired. I don't like it. He says walk. But repeatedly the Bible employs that terminology. I want you to walk. You continue your walk. You once walked. Now walk. I like that. Because that means you constantly progress. You're constantly engaged. In the entirety of your Christian conduct, you are progressing. You're moving. You are growing. You are achieving something. It's not sin. It is. I like it. What does it look like? You see, for me, this is difficult. Because what I do when I read a text like this is I have to take my life and list it, and then I have to compare it with what this text says. What is the evidence of faithfulness? When one is engaged in a walk that is in Christ, what does it look like? Let's just listen to the terms. That you may walk worthy of the Lord. You see, whenever you're walking for the Lord faithfully, you look different. You have an appearance that is different. You remember that Jesus in Matthew 5 looked at His disciples. He was the light of men. And He looks at them and He says, you are the light of the world. I'm the light of men. But you are the light of the world. Do you know what that means? That means when the world looks at us, they don't see us. When the world looks at us, they see something different. When the world looks at us, they are to see the light that is reflected through our lives from Him. We're like the moon in contrast to the sun, just a reflection, just a big mirror. The glory of the sun reflects off the moon, and we see light. We're the same way. Jesus is the source of light. We're the reflection of it. His glory, His life lightens us. So Jesus said, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works. Glorify your Father who is in heaven. We look different. Christian walk is to reflect the glory of Jesus. But that's in addition to our compassion, our obedience, our service, in addition to appearing different, we act different. So He says, I want you to walk fully pleasing Him. What does that mean? Well, think about it. You're a saint. He says, you're a saint. You have departed from, been separated from sin. And the last thing you need to do in your conduct, in your actions, is to retreat. Is to go back into those ungodly kind of activities. You can't return to wickedness. You must live righteously. The latter part of this book, in chapter 3, he's going to go to great lengths to tell them. Here's what you don't do. You don't return to the things you have put to death, verse 5 of chapter 3. Fornication, uncleanness, passion, evil desire, covetousness, which is idolatry. He goes on to say, put off these things, verse 8, anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth, and don't lie to one another. Why? Because you're different. You're now a new man. The old man is dead. The works of that old man are dead. You're separated from that life, so you must act differently. You act righteously. So we appear differently. We act differently. We also have a different attitude. Back in chapter 1. He says that you will be fruitful in every good work. You act differently, but you do it with a different attitude. Don't you grow weary in doing good. Do you recognize that? For a new season, we shall reap if we do not lose heart, not faint. As we therefore have opportunity, let kindness do good to all men, especially those with household faith. Galatians 6:19. Fruitful in every good work. That can only be possible when you and I, as faithful believers, view every day, every encounter, every person, every difficulty as an opportunity. Be ready. I am ready in every good work. Fruitful. I believe that's why in chapter 4 or 5, Paul will say, walk in wisdom toward those who are outside, redeeming the time, buying up every opportunity to glorify the Lord. It's readiness. The attitude is ready. I'm ready to work. What can I do? When you're ready to work, you're going to find something to do. When you're not ready to work, you're not going to do much. I mean, everybody, kids knows this, right? If you're not ready to work, you're not going to work. If you're ready to work, then look out. Things get done. Different attitude, readiness. But look here, the affections are different. Increasing in the knowledge of God. You and I should see the world differently. We're explicitly told, don't you love the world, 1 John 2. Don't love the world because that's not the Father. You're to be about your Father's business. So, Romans 12, present your body as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God. That's your reasonable spiritual service. Don't be conformed to the world. Be transformed by the renewing. See, our attitudes, our affections are to be renewed. We're not supposed to reflect thoughts and feelings of the world. We're supposed to express thoughts and feelings of the Lord. Good things. And if we do that, we'll have ability. So he says, strengthen. You know, if you want to stand faithful, that takes some strength. Paul details the Christian armor in Ephesians 6. Stand, he says. Stand in his strength. Put on the whole armor of God that you can stand. It takes strength. When we're confident in our relationship with God, we'll be resilient. And like Paul, we will say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4. Do you recognize that there's evidence for faith in every aspect of our life? And, well, that's a pretty high expectation, isn't it? To think that the Lord would look at us and say, I expect you to be faithful. He does. He does. He expects us to be faithful unto, even to the point of, even if it means our life or death. Be faithful unto death. But I'll give you that credit. Be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. 1 Peter 15:15. That's a pretty high expectation. And it is that expectation that brings us to our point of application. Everything in our study is designed to give us this one. This is the only thing. I want you to believe this assembly. We should live faithfully. That's it. That's your sermon. We should live faithfully. Now, because that expectation is so, it demands so much of us. It's not one easily accepted, is it? And people approach it with a great deal of hesitation. It's a reservation. Let's think about this. Let's think about some reasons people give and say, I can't live a faithful life, or I'm not going to live a faithful life. God's provided us the power to do it. The question is, will we? Let's read verse 11 again. Strengthened with all might, according to his glorious power, for all patience and long suffering, fact that one of the hesitations people have about living faithfully is uncertainty. Well, I just don't know what my future holds. I don't know what tomorrow will bring, and right now I can't prioritize doing the things that I know are necessary to be a faithful Christian. Because I have to take care of this new job, this new home, this new family, this new something. I don't know about tomorrow. To that individual, I would suggest this. We have the opportunity of God's protection. Strengthened with, he says, all might. God made everything, and the great secret of Christianity is that God shares that power, that ability. No matter what, that new job, that new responsibility, that new task, that new family, that new degree, no matter what that circumstance is, he gives us the ability and will share with us what's necessary to achieve faithfulness to that. How about the idea that the inability? I'm just too weak to do that. I can't do that. Faithfulness never has and never will rely upon our ability. Never has, never will. So he says, I want you to be strengthened according to his glorious power. He who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we might think or ask. To him be glory in the church by Jesus Christ to all generations forever and ever. Amen. Ephesians 3:20-21. I can't live faithfully. Well, we're expected to. Let every man take heed lest he fall. But you know the verse that follows that, 1 Corinthians 10:12-13? There's no temptation taking you because it's common to man. God is faithful, who will not allow you to be tempted above what you're able. But we're with the temptation to provide you a way to escape what you can bear. Too weak. Doesn't matter. He's not. How about difficulty? Well, I would be a faithful Christian, but I'm bearing a load that nobody appreciates. You can't understand what I'm dealing with. God has abandoned me. You can't begin to appreciate how difficult this is. I believe that's why it says that you will be strengthened with or for all patience and long suffering. Let me indicate this. When you and I really appreciate what it means to be forgiven, this patience and long suffering is a lot easier. They're dealing with two different things, you know. Patience is the ability to, no matter what circumstance we confront, to endure it faithfully, to not give up. That's what it means to be patient. Generally translated, or frequently translated, steadfast. You don't give up. That's a lot easier than we really appreciate. You know, I've been forgiven. I was lost, and now I'm saved. I have heaven in front of me. So, you know what? This suffering, this circumstance, really pales in comparison to what I'll have ahead for me. But what's more, this ability to deal with the weaknesses and assaults and errors of others, long suffering, that's a lot easier for me to remember. I've been forgiven. And when we recognize the patience that God has extended to us, whenever we should have died. We should be eternally lost. We should not even exist. When we really appreciate his patience, the difficulty is not so bad. Well, then there's negativity related to the past. I'm overwhelmed. Sorrow, pain. So he gives us this perspective. I want you to be strengthened with it. Not some unrealistic idea. Everything's great. You know, artificial exuberance, we'll call it. You know what he's talking about? He's talking about a perspective, a self-mastery, an ability to recognize that despite the difficulties of life, in the face of the difficulties of life, ahead of me,